What's up, y'all? So this is the beginning of the cut. As you guys know, I ended my bulk and I'm really happy with the bulk because I got really good strength gains. Without tapering, my squat max was 475 and then my bench max was 385 and my deadlift max was 585. So none of those numbers are what I really wanted, which is 500, 400, 600. But I know that after I do taper, I can easily add 10 to 20 pounds on every single lift. And that has been consistent with every meet that I've done. And because of that, I'm really happy with the gains that I've received. And so now it's the beginning of the cut. And the goal is to retain that strength while losing weight and looking like a normal athlete again. Because right now I'm freaking fat like crazy. And although you can still see that there's potential of like a six-pack down there, but right now it's just really jiggly. And because this is the first week of a high volume power builder program, I wanted to take it super easy. And the way that I've been programming this is every single day there's gonna be a main compound movement for the powerlifting portion of it. And then all the accessories are gonna be RPE based and high volume short rests for the hypertrophy and bodybuilding portion of it. So today we started off with deadlifts with bands at 67%. And usually when I deadlift with bands, as soon as I hit 135, that's when I like to put the bands on. Some people like to put the bands on later on, but for me, it's very important to stay explosive as soon as possible. So once I hit 135, I put the bands on and then I do 135 with the bands. Then from then on, I just start adding the plate. But the bands force me to be explosive off the floor or else the bands are gonna pull me back down. And everything felt pretty good until it was my first set. And my first main set was 390. And although I just hit 585 like last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, I haven't really pulled since then. So my back is a little bit sore and my RPE perception is a little bit off because it felt heavy, but when I watched the video, 390 moved pretty decently. And from here up until the next 9 weeks, I'm gonna slowly up my percentages by 3%. And hopefully that can get my deadlift over 6 if I were to do a meet at the end of the year. Then I moved on to high bar, beltless, and sleeveless squats. Since I've been squatting so much with sleeves, I don't want to be dependent on it. I decided to take the sleeves off and the belt off just so I can squat as naturally as possible and really focus on the quads. So this workout isn't about how much weight I can push. It's just more about focusing on the quads, getting a good burn bodybuilding style while keeping the rests short so that I can get a little bit more metabolic activity going on, which is the reason why we kept it at 135 since all of us are powerlifters. We haven't done cardio or any type of conditioning in a while, and even 135 was gassing us out. I was trying to take less than 1 minute rests, but I'm pretty sure that some of them I was probably resting for like 2 minutes. But the goal is to rest only 60 seconds between sets, and hopefully over the course of 8 to 9 weeks, I'll be able to squat 225, 4 sets of 10 with less than 60 seconds rest easy after deadlifts. Then after that, I did good mornings. And this good morning is not only a back strengthener, it's also for recovery. So I'm doing super high reps, 4 sets of 15 to really pump blood into the lower back. But ultimately, what I find to be the most effective for good mornings is to set pins, because that way you're very consistent with the depth that you're hitting. Otherwise, a lot of times when you're doing good mornings, it's super inconsistent, and I don't feel that you reap the benefits of the good morning. And I made it extra hard by doing the good morning straight-legged. So as I'm coming down, I'm pushing my hips back and my knees back to really feel the burn in the hamstrings. Now with this, I found that you can get a lot of gains without using very much weight. At the last cycle, I only did 70 pounds, and this cycle I started off with only 65 pounds. But over the course of the next couple of weeks, I'll still start adding weight, but you can get a lot of gains with high reps on good mornings and with low weight. Then finally, we finished off with some more dynamic movements with some box jumps, supersetted with med ball throws. And the reason for this, it isn't for the cardio component, because I am tracking macros. I'm gonna be reducing calories slowly, and I'll introduce cardio when needed. But because we're powerlifters and we've been lifting weights in such a stationary position, just squatting up and down, deadlifting up and down, benching on our backs, I wanted to get our bodies moving again. And this is called GPP, General Physical Preparedness, for a lot of people that don't know. And I just want to get our bodies moving again like an athlete, so that later on when we're to incorporate other forms of cardio like suicides or ski jumps, our bodies won't feel so foreign and we won't pull anything. So overall, I had a pretty good workout. I got a really good sweat in, which I haven't got in a long time from a powerlifting workout. And I'm really excited to see where this takes me in the next couple of weeks. Peace. My first set I hit 5 with 315 and it felt pretty good, although the end it was like an RPE 9. The second set, I don't think my mind was completely focused, and I hit 4 and I just had to cut it because I felt like if I did one more rep I was gonna drop it. And then everyone was